Oh, wait, what? What? That makes no sense. You need... This video is sponsored by the Pokemon TCG deck building website PokemonCard.io. Are you looking for sealed product and singles? You can find it all on Channel Fireball. Please use my Tailmon affiliate code when checking out to help support my content. Looking for PTGO codes? Poton Store has all the latest sets and promos, instantly delivered to your email. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. If you're from Europe, Millipots Gaming has a wide array of sealed products, singles, and more. You can use Tailmon code when checking out for 5% off. Card Market is Europe's largest online marketplace for Pokemon cards. Whether you're looking for sealed product or singles, vintage or the latest sets, just follow the link in the description to find what you need. Want to show off your love for Tablemon? Check out my 2021 merch. These new hoodies and shirts are available on Amazon. Click on the link in the description to get yours. Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video here at Tablemon. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today I'm bringing you a Rogue deck that got top 16 at the recent Champions League Aichi tournament in Japan. Super interesting deck. There are two cards that are missing, which are the Passimian that has an ability that allows your Rapid Strike Pokemon to do 30 more damage. So that could be very impactful overall for the damage that you can deal. I think it's to the bench. I'm actually now not sure. Let me Google that really quickly. Rapid Strike Passimian. Let me just double check that. Passimian. If all your Rapid Strike Pokemon attacks do 30 more damage to your opponent's bench Pokemon via Pokemon GX. Okay, so it's only to the bench. That would power up the VMAX Rapid Flow attack, of course, but you'd first have to get past Mew, which is in every deck right now. But the idea behind this deck is that you have Rapid Strike Urshifu obviously doing a good amount of damage, potentially, and you also have Gengar Mimikyu, who is weak to Dark, but you have Urshifu to cover for that, and you have the really powerful attacks in Horror House GX and Poltergeist. You also have Psychic Pokemon that isn't weak to Psychic, so that's potentially really good against other Psychic type Pokemon, especially Mewtwo, and you can stand up a better chance against things like Dragapult. Now we have Dedenne, Eldegoss, and Crobat for support, along with a single 6-second with no scoop up nets or anything. We do rely on Tag Call and Quick Ball to help us set up, but the Tag Call is actually really nice engine. It can get you a Guzma Hala, it gets you the Horror Energy, it gets you the Herballoon, so it can get you some donks. You definitely want to go second with this deck. It also gets you the versatility of the stadiums, Tower of Waters, allowing you to reduce the retreat cost of your Rapid Strike Urshifus, and also Power Plant to potentially shut off Jirachi GX, or in the later stages of the game, combine it with Reset Stamp and shut off whatever your opponent might be doing, right? We have the two cards I added in place of the two Passimians were the Cynthia Caitlyn and the third Gengar Mimikyu. I had the Cynthia Caitlyn for consistency and the Gengar Mimikyu to start with it a little more often, because starting Eldegoss, starting Dedenne is not always great. Since we don't play the highest amount of switching cards, we have 2 Escape Ropes, 1 Herballoon, and 1 Malolana. So it's not going to be super easy to get something out of the active if we don't start the Gengar. That's the deck, that's the idea behind the deck. We do have Telescopic Sight to help with increasing the damage from Urshifu VMAX. Obviously that's even better with the Passimian, so I reckon this deck will only get stronger as we get our next sets, unless the Calirexes wreck us, but I don't know. I wanted to use this deck. I saw the results, I saw the list, and I liked it, right? It seemed like a pretty original concept, hasn't been tried before, seemed similar to the Seishin plus Urshifu deck that I tried earlier last week, I believe, but why not, right? Generally, why not give this one a try? So I'm going to choose to go second. That also opens up a potential donk, which is nice, right? Which is definitely nice. And not the best hand, not the worst. If I'm going to attach Herballoon to something, it might as well be to the Mew, right? Assuming the air balloon is in the deck, right? Assuming the air balloon is not actually priced. Alright, so I am going second, so I don't need to bench anything else. If you're up against ADP, sometimes there is merit to benching something else to make sure that you don't get wrecked by the Mobile, right? If you have less cards in your hand, then it's less likely that you play Mobile. We do see the stadium being played, so odds of a dunk are very low. My opponent would need to have exactly 4 trainer cards right there. I guess there is the top deck, right? The top deck next turn, but I'm still gonna go for it, right? I'm absolutely still going to go for it. It also gives me information on what they have in their hand, so we'll see. Yeah, we shall see. All right. So I have the energy. I grab the tackle, grab these 2, and then let's check for the air balloon. The air balloon is indeed here. So now I need to figure out what I want to discard off of this Guzma Hala. And okay, I'm definitely benching you. I'm definitely attaching to you. I'm definitely benching you. So then I could play the tackle, right, to thin the other 2 Gengar Qs. I think that makes sense because I don't think I'll be needing another one or using another one. So I kind of like that. And like I said, there is a chance that I can get a dunk here. Not a very high one, but there is a chance. So I definitely want that. I'll definitely grab you to guarantee the attack. And then I could play the power plant, but I feel like the power plant will be more useful later on. Right? I do feel like the power plant will be more useful later on. Could have started the Urshifu and saved my air balloon, that is true. I will counter this. And then I feel like I'm just gonna Horror House, right? Make them pass the turn. We know they have 2 fires. They can beat catch, but if they grab any trainers, then they're gonna be in trouble. So we need 4 out of 5 cards to be trainer cards to win. Otherwise, we'll see what we can do, right? My opponent does decide to beat catch. Will she beat catch into a loss? Hopefully not, right? I guess we'll find out. Maybe it was already a loss. I assume if it isn't, then you would confidently beat catch for 2 Pokemon, right? Now, with the reset stamp, now I have a solid chance. Not a solid chance, but a better chance. I'm going to assume my opponent is good and didn't beat catch into the loss, right? So we're going to establish another Urshifu here. And I'm going to research. Alright. Get to evolve. Don't need this extra person. And then we'll Poltergeists for the dunk. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Gengar Q, pretty powerful card overall. Right, pretty powerful card overall. Especially in a situation where you don't even see it coming, right? And the reset stamp just gave my opponent 0 control over what she could or he couldn't have in her hand. And I had to assume she was good and she wouldn't be catch into a loss, right? I had to assume that for sure. I had to assume that. Okay. So good start, right? Good start to the video. We're up against a Dragapult coin, a Player's Cup sleeves versus Player's Cup 2 sleeves. So my opponent will see this hand. He'll be confused by the Guzma Hala, but he'll see Psychic and Urshifu VMAX, and it's more likely that he assumes. Dragapult VMAX than Gengar Q, right? And we are going second, so there's always a chance of the dunk. And the mulligan is actually potentially extra damage. Now, the Jirachi, this might mean we're up just against the Cracephalon deck. Fails the Stellar Wish and passes. Okay, so we might kill another dunk, honestly. Alright, so I'm gonna tackle as long as... I might just grab 2 of these. Yeah, as long as either the stadium or... Yeah, the Tower of Waters or the Air Balloon are available, and I didn't price all 4 of the things, I think we're fine here. So I'm gonna do this. Gonna discard the Eldegoss. Don't believe we're gonna be using that. So I can grab the tower, grab the big charm just to give myself a little extra HP since I don't need that to retreat, right? Oh, actually, I should not have discarded Eldegoss because now there is a chance I whiff the Psychic Energy for the dog. So that was silly. That was 100% silly on my part. Yeah. Air Balloon is potentially better as well because then I can also just knock out with Urshifu, right? So 2 silly mistakes, but my opponent decides to not even risk it. So that's 2 out of 2 wins just by the power of Horror House GX, right? Just by the power of Horror House GX. Alright, there's Look Medal as our reward. So expect to see more Look Medals overall in the ladder, most likely, right? So best case scenarios, we catch like Station decks of cards. So maybe, I don't know, in a right now with open deck list, this is less of a surprise, right? But in a scenario where your opponent doesn't know what you're playing, this deck is sort of nice because if you don't start the Gengar queue, they probably won't plan for it, right? So for example, if you're playing at regionals with this deck, the first few rounds, you're very likely to get a donk, right? Well, no more donks for Pablo. Absolutely no more donks for Pablo. Alright, assuming that's the CDI. Assuming that is the CDI, because that's the only deck that plays Snorlax, is an auto loss anyways, so there's not much you can do about that. There's really not much you can do about that. Like, unless you fully stop the CDI. I have no way to get past that, the CDI, right? So, my opponent can have the game, it's fine. Let's just find a different game, yeah? Kills our win streak, but it is what it is. Yeah, no point in wasting time, even though people say, no, Pablo, why do you concede? Well, because I value my time. That's why I concede. Yeah, and conceding is a very valuable skill to know when it's not worth it to play for that 1%, 5%, 10%, even 20% chance in a best of 3 scenario when time's of the essence. Like, knowing when to concede, especially in a best of 3 for the future, for when regionals and internationals and worlds are back, it's super, and even top cuts at League Cups, you know, it's a super valuable skill to have. So those of you who tell me or question me when I concede a game quickly like that one, I would go ahead and ask you, have you played in real life? Have you played at regionals? And how often do you tie? Yeah? Think about that next time you question me. Alright, we're up against Coco. Coco VMAX with Electrode. Just see the pass. Alright. So, since I have this, I'm gonna start. Does the damage counter matter? I don't think the damage counter ever matters. So I'm just gonna discard this Zigzagoon. Not happy about it, but it is what it is. The stadium is nice. Let's bench the cool looking Urshifu. And then I think I just, well, I've already played as a supporter. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I'll just research. I'm gonna stamp my opponent, because then that increases my chances of getting the donk, right? Oof, okay. So maybe I take a different approach in this game. Because, like, I can strafe for some damage, and I can get out of the paralysis with the evolution. So maybe I don't need to focus on Gengar Q this game. So what if I just attack and strafe, and that's it? I think I like that. Because even if this guy is paralyzed, I can evolve and retreat it as long as the stadium sticks, right? And if the stadium doesn't stick, I have Tackle into Air Balloon. And then I have knockout next turn. Yeah, because I have guaranteed energy. Yeah, I think this makes sense to me. So we're not going to focus on Gengar Q this time around. That's okay, right? As long as the Air Balloon is in the deck. Okay, my opponent decides to focus on the benched one, knowing this one's tagged for a KO. Knowing that one is tagged for a KO. But I can still, like, I can choose not to evolve this Urshifu, right? At any point I can choose not to evolve the Urshifu. Just attack for 300, I take 180 and then I evolve and KO. Even, so, yeah. I mean, that's assuming I find the Urshifu, right? Ah, that's... Huh? Oh, okay. I was like, wait, what? I mean, that's still a mistake though, right? Like, why would you evolve before free retreating? Why would you evolve before free retreating and giving up on the energy that way? That made no sense. That's gonna be annoying. Nope. Okay, that's good. See, this Kogo would already have 2 energies. That was probably a mistake, right? There's no way, there's no reason to do that on purpose. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and tackle. Oh wow, I priced 2 Guzmahalas. That's actually awful. That is actually awful. The Air Balloon is in here, so that's good. And I have Crobat and Eldegoss available, so that's also good. Alright, so I'm gonna evolve. That means I'm no longer paralyzed. And then I don't see myself using Gengar Q this game, so I'm gonna discard this and this, right? And we'll grab that, and we'll grab the Horror. There's no point to wasting a fighting energy here, especially when my opponent plays hammers. We could get Mardied next turn. Is there anything I can do to protect myself from that? Not really. I could thin the top decks, but I feel like if I get Mardied, I mean, these will be at the bottom. But sure, I'll just do this, right? And I'll do 100 Furious Blows. There is a scenario where we go Evolve Boss and take 6 prizes in 1 turn. Oh wait, no, never mind. 240 plus 60, that's not a KO. Never mind. Never mind. I think we're in an okay spot though, because we can get off the paralysis through evolving. And I also have 2 escape ropes. And I have Malulana. Right, so we get Marnied. I'm glad I didn't use my Crobat though, right? Like, I probably would have drawn extra cards and then all of them would be at the bottom now. And Tackle gets me Marnie, right? Tackle gets me Marnie. Failed Crushing Hammer, that's very fortunate for us. Very fortunate for us. So yeah, Malulana, which we know is in the deck, is fantastic here. Well, even more fantastic would be being able to evolve, right? Even more fantastic would be finding the other Urshifu, so I will be using Crobat this turn. Yeah, because I have 1 escape rope. This is fine though, because then this Urshifu can finish off. So let me think this through. I might want 1 Gengar Q, right? I might want 1 Gengar Q, and I can always promote Tetene, right? So if I bench this, I'm Malulana Boss and Research. Maybe I keep the Boss actually. No, he has no other attacker, never mind. Okay, so let's, yeah, I'm confusing myself. So I'll do this, right? Bring you up. I still have Eldegoss for another Malulana in case I need it. And then I can tackle, I know there's 1 more Gengar Q. And I can discard that Gengar Q off the Quick Ball for the Crobat. Seems solid. Seems pretty solid. Crobat for 6. We get energy, we get the VMAX. So if I get the VMAX... I get paralyzed. If I don't get the VMAX, I still survive by 10 HP. So never mind, because I have the big charm. Big brain, big charm. Oh wait, I can strafe. Right? Yeah, I can just strafe for the KO. That's even better. Even bigger brain, big charm. Yeah, and then KO my Crobat, dude. No problem. If they go boss and paralyze me, well, they'll only take 2 prizes over the course of 2 turns. They'll still need more turns, which gives me time to recover, right? Off of a potential reset stamp. Big Brain Pablo, right? Big Brain Pablo, that's strafe. Big Brain, Big Charm, Big Pablo. Big Table. There you go. I'm having fun, which is not... and I'm drawing well, which is also not something that has been happening the past few weeks. So there's the stamp, that's understandable. I didn't play any of the other cards. I mean, if my opponent doesn't go boss, I just win though, right? So I hit for 300. So the regular Urshifu putting in the work, you know? The big brain move was choosing not to evolve, holding off on the evolution, not going just like full, yeah, not going with the script, as I've said before. Choosing not to evolve. I could have evolved, right? I had plenty of opportunities to evolve. There was no need, right? And I can just strafe to KO the Bolter. If I top deck an energy, then I would definitely Horror House GX, right? That would be the play. Oh wait, never mind. How on earth would I retreat, right? And how on earth would you retreat, Pablo? So I'm just gonna pass because I know my opponent doesn't have boss, right? So why would I do anything else? I am in a little bit of trouble. Like, I do need to get out of the reset stamp. That also hurts. My opponent was due for a heads flip. That's fair. Now he needs to retreat though. So he might end up having to evolve and gifting me a prize. Okay, fails that. Okay, so not a big deal, right? They must play more than one reset stamp, right? So I might as well have this guy powered up. There's no point in retreating and using Horror House. Like, that buys me a turn. I can easily Horror House eventually. There's the boss. That's fine. This was part of the game-winning process, right? Okay, so now this boss is actually fantastic because this guy goes down. Not necessarily. Like, I could go boss, GX. Oh, well, no, never mind. Now you can't just retreat. So he's gonna take 2 prizes here. I think I just Horror House no matter what, right? Like, I still go bench, stamp, boss, Horror House. Oh, I should not have done that. Oh my god, Pablo. Dude. I actually should not have done that. I should have just promoted this because now with this top deck, I can potentially win. Now I could get paralyzed. Silly Pablo, dude. That was very bad. I just took away a potential game-winning play for myself. I played 3 bosses though. One is down. No, I'm not going to. I'm just gonna Horror House. Am I? Or do I just attack? No, I'm gonna Horror. Okay, let's check the discard pile. Probably still has Research, at least a Hammer, Quick Ball. No, because I'm gonna get paralyzed. I'm just gonna Research. Yeah, I got the energy. I am really dumb. I am really... Okay, I have Boss though. Oh, but I don't have the thing. Okay, so I should still Horror House, right? Benching the Muse was also a misplay. Oh my gosh, because then that would give me Malolana. Okay, I have... Yeah, I'm playing terribly. I got way too confident here. I have one Escape Rope left. Right? One Escape Rope left. I am playing this absolutely terribly though. So I'm just gonna Horror House here. I should not have benched that Mew. I would have game in hand. Oh my god. I would just have a game in hand. Oh, wait, what? What? That makes no sense. You needed to just paralyze. Huh? Huh? I mean, I guess he assumed I had Switch, so I needed Switch plus Boss. It is what it is. Okay, I liked the deck. It worked out, it flowed nicely, and I played that last game. Those last few turns, I played them horribly, and we still won. If I just kept the bench space open, there was no way for me to lose. Because if the Koko was active, then, and paralyzed me, I had Malolana. And if the Koko wasn't active, then I had Boss, right? And Eldegoss gave me both of them. So that was poorly played on my part. We still got the win. Like the deck, I can see how Passimian would make it even better. And this might be a sleeper pick right now. You know, generally this might be a sleeper pick right now. I'm not sure how much you can focus on the bench damage because everything plays Mew, so maybe you could adjust like only one telescopic side and add in a little bit more consistency, right? Consistency is always good. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe so that you are eligible for the code that I give away in every single video. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.